advance this line, I'm also trying to reduce his line. So on his hand, I want my hand to be further and further past. So you do this by thinking about your thumb and thinking that it's big or thinking that it's small. Okay? So much of arm wrestling revolves around this high angle. Okay? When you have this angle high up, you protect your hand, and you can use your arm against your opponent's hand, which is very powerful. Okay? So you never ever want to compromise this angle. So, but sometimes people will reach for you. Okay? As soon as anybody, so let me rewind. The most powerful thought in arm wrestling is the ability that when they say go, you will hit into nothingness. And then at some point, there will become tension, and that your hand will be able to climb over the top. This is the most powerful place to be. If you have this, everything else is easy. Okay? Now, a lot of times you sense that you will not win this battle. Okay? And normally when people sense that they do not win the battle, they'll either run the straps or they'll attempt to hold on. Either way, as soon as somebody attempts to hold on to you, this is when you begin the process of making your thumb bigger. Okay? So when I arm wrestle, right away I'm thinking I'm hitting back high up over the top. Alright? But the other opponent maybe will sense that I'm going to win this. And the hook is a very good technique. But the way to counter it is to make your thumb big. So if they ever come forward, the thumb gets bigger. Just this very simple movement. Just a simple movement of making it harder for your opponent to get around you. Right? I hide, I run away. Right? I make this line come up higher. And this idea is balanced the other way. So if I feel that I cannot hold on to him, if I feel like I'm going to lose this battle, I still have to maintain my height. This is still the utmost importance. When people hook, a lot of people hook with their hands, okay? This is not the best way. This is what very strong people do, okay? It's much better to be past a person, to be past them, so that you can use better musculature. So, again, my hand is high, and now my thumb is small, okay? Big thumb is for when people come at you. Small thumb is when you need to be past somebody, okay? So like this. If I feel that I'm going to get beaten in a top roll, what I do is I make my thumb small, you see? Okay? And through this small thumb, I can get extreme depth. Okay? And I maintain my high angle. Okay? And now, you see, this is not a legal grip. This is not a legal grip because you cannot see my thumb knuckle. Okay? But for me, it is. You can see his thumb knuckle, my wrist is straight, my shoulders are square. This is a legal grip. Okay? And I have my high angle. And I'm willing to arm wrestle here. Okay? Down low here. Alright? So he then has to lower his grip.
Yes.
Right? He has to lower it for a legal start. And when he lowers, he has a lower hand position. And I get to maintain my height. Okay? So much of the arm wrestling game is about the maintenance of height and the disruption of this line through thinking the thumb is big, the thumb is small. Yeah. You guys got any questions on that? We play with it?
Can you do this kind of thing in referee's grip?
In the referee's grip? And just more subtly. Yeah. Referee's grip is just much more subtle. And not all referees' grips are the same. Okay? The referee's grip at the Worlds, where it's super tight, is one thing, but a referee's grip at the end of the day, when the referees are tired, is a completely different thing. So you always have to know what it is you're dealing with. Okay, you need to pay attention to the events and know what the rules really are. Okay, I found in a referee's grip sometimes one of the very powerful things is high side pressure through the thumb. This is one of the things that it's hard for the referee to notice. Okay, and jump in at any time sometimes.
people will be asking me about what. No, I want to speak about yesterday.
Yeah.
So when you will finish?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think? What's better? Closing the room first or second?
Closing first or second? Me personally, I like it when I can get somebody to hold on to me. Okay? So if I can get you to hold on to me, right, that means that your fingers closed first and I can get a bite. Oh, you're talking about in a referee's grip.
In the referee's grip, when they say
I don't have an opinion. I don't think it really matters. I don't think it really does. Either way, if it's a good fit. What, to cover? Covering the thumb or not? I personally typically like to cover my thumb because it means that I've advanced my position to a place where I can use my pronation. If you're covering your thumb, you can turn better. Okay? You can turn better if you have a covered thumb. Now,
but if we are in this position,
yeah.
Sometimes if we cover the thumb like this, so it's difficult to move in this position it's easy.
we can use also pressure from the forefinger.
Well, let's do it. Let's see.
Like
Yeah.
so sometimes it restricts this power. This finger restricts to the thumb.
You think?
Yes,
Yeah.
sometimes. And if we move like this, and thumb is in this position, then it is easier.
Maybe. I feel like so much of it, the things that I'm looking for when a match stops is I'm just trying to protect my angles and extend. So what's really important in arm wrestling is most of the fight is this way. Okay? Most of the fight is you bringing me to your side of the table. Like if I can just pull you over, everything is easier. When I think about my thumb in arm wrestling, I'm either winning or I'm losing. Okay? And if I'm winning, I'm using it. And if I'm losing, I'm hiding it. Okay? So it feels different. So if things are going well, just give me a little bit of pressure, right? You feel my thumb is in the game. You feel it, right?
Yeah.
And if you're too strong, then I hide it. Okay? And I just attack this way with my shoulder. Yeah. And sometimes if it's really good, I can do both. Right? Shoulder and thumb. The big thing in arm wrestling for me is the feeling that I'm after is this. This is the feeling I'm after. This to me is winning. Just that small thing.
Yes.
This is a win. This is a win. Or this is a win. That's a win. Okay? Forget about going all the way to the pin. Forget about even extending. If you can get your thumb line a tiny bit higher or get a tiny bit deeper, it's a victory. It's a victory. And it's the smallest step forward that you can take. And it's, I think, maybe the easiest. So that's what I try and do. Yeah. Maybe we